Hello, everyone. I know it's been a while since I've posted. Um, Mostly just busy with school stuff. Um, but for what I'm doing today, kind of late to the party, but I figured might as well review it sooner rather than later. I'm talking about the Switch N64 controller. And I recently bought it, was unavailable for the longest time, and didn't want to buy it for like twice, maybe three times what it's actually worth. And while it's cool, I'm not willing to pay over $100 for it. So, with that being said, let's get to the unboxing and reviewing how it feels. Alright, so here I've got the Switch N64 controller. Just arrived today, really excited to see how it is. So, out of the box, come on. I don't want to break the box. We've got this sheet thing to make this not just a hollow box. The actual controller. Which I will get to in just a sec. And in here there's a USB-C cable to charge the aforementioned controller. In which that might be a thing that I gotta do before playing any games with it. Not sure, but we'll see. So, holding it, so when I was younger at my grandma's, I had a purple N64. She's still got it. It's just in Florida right now. And so I think I'm pretty used to how this controller feels. It is basically the exact same. The controller, overall, the quality feels a lot better. Probably since it's newer. Then again, it might just be me not properly remembering how this thing feels. You never know. Oh yeah, it's dead. Buttons are nice and clicky. Gotta love that. Got a button on the back, home button, screenshot, sync, ZR. But then back here, where in the past it was open to plug in extra extensions and stuff, like the Rumble Pack and all sorts of different accessories, instead of having that open to have more extensions and stuff so that you would give them more money, instead they just put a Rumble Pack inside of here and made it automatically function with this controller. D-pad feels nice. It's L and R are, they feel weird to me, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. C buttons, clicky. A and B, pretty clicky as well. This joystick, I know that in the past people were worried about it being super flimsy and it being all sorts of kinds of messed up, and when you would use your palm for Mario Party like that in order to do the spinning mini games, and that gave all sorts of kids blisters on their hands. And so I'm pretty sure Nintendo had to do something about that Not sure, but I think they did. Um, in the past, people have always criticized this controller for being a bad controller. I never thought it was bad, just weird. Because, like, it's got the three prongs. Not the most comfortable to play with, but it gets the job done. And, like, it's memorable because of the three prongs. It if it didn't have the three prongs, it might have been a lot less memorable. And judging by how this is shaped, the middle prong, I think that uh, the Wii Nunchuck extension might have been based off of this middle prong, judging how this big button is called Z and not ZL or anything. Uh, so if you were planning to play more modern games like, let's say, Fortnite, just as an example, I don't think this would be a good idea because I've heard online that this controller cannot be remapped. And that means that this stick always has to be the left stick. This has to be the D-pad. These always have to be L and R. The C buttons, are just programmed as different directions for the right stick. A is always B, or A is, A is always A, B is always B. Start is the plus button for Switch, and Z, I think, if it would make sense, functions as a ZL. ZR is ZR, home and screenshot, or home and screenshot. LNR, LNR. But other than that, it seems like a really, really good controller. Though I do know that for this model, they changed the joystick so that in older models of the controller, the joystick, after time, it wore out a lot and didn't work all that much anymore. But I think because of the way they have it now, it is a lot better and is not an issue anymore. But I hope that's the case. If not, that's disappointing. And I think that's all I have to say until I am actually able to play some games with it, in which I will probably post another video because of that. Alright, so I have not used this yet. Brand new. Don't know anything about how it plays. I do know that for all you PC gamers out there, you can set this up with a PC. It's just a bit harder, I think. But if you really just want to play on Switch, I think the best games you should go for are Smash Ultimate, as it is a very simple button layout where you would just use these buttons mainly, I'm guessing. Then for Mario Kart, it's basically the same thing. But other than that, on the Switch, you would want to go for the N64 online stuff. Uh, don't have many opinions or thoughts on it yet since I haven't used it. But other than that, like, subscribe, hit the bell. I will get back to you on what I think after I use this a bit.